Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk a little more on telephone etiquette. I'm a little slow on this electronic stuff. But I'm getting caught up with the world. And I noticed people spend a lot of time on their phones. Since I've been back, I upgraded my phone. I used to have a little dorky cheapo thing that just, made phone calls. Now I can get on the internet, all kinds of cool stuff. And but I'm a little bit behind. Everybody else is already doing it, even down here. But what I've noticed is, and I mentioned this on one of my other videos, people are losing their social skills. And the telephone and electronics is really adding to losing their social skills. I can't believe that people are so inconsiderate towards others. When they get their phone, they shut everybody else off. In other words, when you get on your phone, you get on your phone like that, well, you don't want to acknowledge anybody else. And so when you're in a waiting room, or just any time like that, so you'll look and everybody's on their phones. They don't talk to each other. They don't want to talk to each other. When you put that up, you are telling people, don't talk to me. One of the things for me, now I'll admit I'm old and I'm not all that smart. So when I come into a waiting room and everybody's on their cell phones, I don't care. I just tell them, good afternoon. I put them in a situation where they have to respond. And it's funny because probably half of them won't. They won't respond to good afternoon. I mean, that tells you right there they've lost a lot of their social skills. They don't make eye contact. So it's not a good thing. So I would suggest you show consideration towards others and acknowledge them. Now, one of the funny things is, I'm going with this gal now, and she's married, and she got some 20-some-year-old kids. And we can't go out to dinner without her cell phone going off. And most of the time, they do texting, because texting's cheaper than talking down here. So it's texting. They do the texting. And I just find it so strange, because my wife was a whole lot nicer than me. And so I didn't have a mama, so I kind of took for granted all women were like my wife. And so I expected, and I thought women were more thoughtful towards others than men, because I'm not thoughtful at all. I've had to learn. It's a skill I've had to learn, to be thankful or thoughtful of others. And so I think it's so odd. So we'll be eating dinner and she'll pick up her phone, I don't know how many times through dinner. And that falls under when you're taking a gal out and you're with this gal and you keep looking over her shoulder, looking at other women. That's not nice. I think this kind of falls under the same thing. I'm with you. You and I are working on a relationship. But wait a minute. I gotta check my text. She doesn't say that. She just does it. But I think it's really strange. And I'm thinking, do people do this all the time? Now, I will admit, when she goes to the restroom, I will check my phone, check to see if I got any texts. And if I can figure out how to work my phone really well, I'll probably go on and silence it, because I don't even like it when people are buzzing me. All right. So I think when I've got your attention, we're sitting down, we're trying to discuss something, and then your phone is beeping or making all kinds of noise, whether it's texts or notifications or whatever like that, I think that's very inconsiderate. I say I've got a friend, and mature friend. He's not as old as I am, but he's one of the older ones. And it's basically the same thing with him. I mean, if we're driving down the road, he'll be texting, instead of talking to me. It's just, I don't quite understand how this works and how this is supposed to be a positive thing. It's funny, because to me, I've even ignored phone calls. If I just reach around in my pocket and start squeezing my pocket until the thing stops making noise. And people find it odd that I don't even answer my phone. And I tell them, I'm with you. Right now, you are the focus of my attention. And I don't think everybody thinks like that. So I think if you want to stand out, it's going to be even easier than it used to be. And if you want to stand out, I think a good way is just using manners with your phone. Now, so far, I haven't said anything to others. Like I say, when we're talking and you stop and do your texting, and I just tell them, well, it's inconsiderate for you to use the phone when I'm trying to talk to you. I haven't said anything so far, because I haven't quite figured out yet exactly where we're going with all this. Now, I've talked about the sunglasses. I don't like talking to people with sunglasses. And so I've learned that, don't think it's improper for me to ask them to take their sunglasses off so I can see their eyes and I can talk to them, and it'll make it easier for me to recognize them in the future. So that I've been able to conquer, the sunglass thing. Now the cell phone thing, I haven't figured all this out yet. But I know one thing: when I focus on others and I don't go from my phone, they notice that. So maybe that's something good. But it is something to think on. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.